Hello, this is Banana Gaming and Toys, and I'm your host Maverick, and today we'll be doing a review on the I do not know. Hello, this is Banana Gaming and Toys, and I'm your host Maverick, and today we'll be doing a review on the Courtrider ones from Puma. And we got the yellow colorway on them, the good old highlighters. And off the bat, a pretty decent looking shoe when it comes to shoes. I've seen worse. It's comparable to like maybe a running shoe, but it has some like, it has a nice rider foam stuff. Oh, and already off the bat, the first thing I see is the great advertising on the bottom of the shoe. It's all Puma. And so this might be the first time I can say Puma might be great for grip. Slam on the ball of your shoe. And it's pretty linear going as the grip, but it's just diagonal traction and this small change in this circle base. So first things off the bat, from going from style all the way to traction and then comfort, and then the things that I cannot specify as. So firstly, looking off, we have how it looks. Now, this shoe by itself is a really good looking shoe, especially in this colorway. I just enjoy the color yellow now. So we have the material wise, we have plastic here, right here. We have the synthetic leather, and we have a mesh here, going all the way up. So it should be pretty good ventilation for anybody that needs it. Style wise, I'm going to give it 7.9 out of 10. It's a pretty good looking shoe. I feel like this is a bit ugly right here. But without this, it might not be unique as a thing anymore. It's a bit ugly. Looks like the side of a lizard. So now going off the traction. It's a pretty good traction base. It's literally Puma. Yeah, it's Puma as a traction base. I'm not sure what to call it. It's just the Puma traction. So, and it's pretty good at it. So now, a couple things I've watched and read about it. Well, it's a true to size shoe, and it's a decently narrow fitting foot, as you can see. This is it breaks in through here, and this is a size 11 for comparison. 11.5. And a couple other things about it is it has some so-so comfort in the bottom, and that's just because of this extremely dense bottom layer for its midsole. But that can easily be combated by just adding a different insole into a shoe. If you feel like it's a bit too like heavy or like just too dense, just add a different insole into it, because the insole by itself is pretty more like a memory foam. It's pretty dense on the inside. But when it comes, it's like a bit of the middle. If you want great cushioning, you might not get great responsiveness, and Puma decided to take it with the responsiveness, just like throwing a rock at a wall. It's extremely responsive, because this first thing you're going to feel is the floor when you hit it. It's a very low to the ground shoe, so it's great for court feel and many quick guards, because once your foot leaves the ground and hits the ground again, you're going to feel it instantly. There is no like padding in between to stop the feeling. No, you're going to get it instantly. It's softer near the edges, like this whole edge, but you're not really going to feel it unless you go out and roll your ankle. So the middle of it is really dense. You can't compress it that well. But it's still a very good shoe. It just comfort-wise maybe not the best option, because it's a pretty rigid shoe. But it being rigid just means it has really good ankle support. Currently my standing for this shoe would be I'd give it a 7.7, 7.8. It's a good overall shoe. Good for guards. There are better options. For example, not having this at the bottom of your foot, but it's very very cheap. It's $100 only. Okay, more $50 from what he got it from, but averaging it's $100. Averaging it's $100, $150. Okay. From what I can see, it only prices $100. He's saying otherwise, but that's just his problem. It averages pretty cheap, so it's a good shoe if you don't have the money. This is a good shoe for you to get because, well, it'll last you a lifetime because it's just too very dense. Well, a lifetime in basketball is like maybe, I don't know, 2 years for this shoe. Or you gotta get a new one, or you just grow out of it. A couple bits of style points for this thing. I like that if it has a gradient into white on this side. It's pretty nice looking. It's probably gonna rub off when you play with this thing actually. So yeah. Continuing on, we have its weight. It's just roughly in the middle when it comes to weight. It's balanced well between the forefoot and the back foot. And it has an extremely dense base, completely made out of Puma. So, yeah, you want to crush someone's toes, this is the shoe to do it. And now we're going to have to look through all the other things. Unfortunately, I have not put these shoes on, so I have to go through another website to figure that out. And from what I know, and what these people know, it's pretty good for outdoor use as, well, this plastic is really hard because Puma's hard now. It's stylish and it's pretty really good at ventilation for its upper. I'm not sure how that happens, but yeah. So now a couple other things about this shoe is it reminds me of the Cloud Dreamers with this little really small line here. It has, if you're looking at it from above and chop maybe this part off, yeah, it kind of looks like the Cloud Dreamers if you put it in orange. From just what I know. If I were to compare its ventilation to a pair of shoes like the 36s, 35s, Hyperdunk, it's pretty good when it comes to those. I like its overall style. It's a pretty clean shoe. I just still don't understand the choice in grip. They could have done something like a herringbone, instead they decided to go for their own Puma style. Yeah, at least as long as it performs, it's fine. And whenever you're on the floor, it's a constant advertisement. Whenever you posterize somebody, it's an advertisement. Right here. So, my final review for this shoe, I'll give it an 8.1 out of 10. The only couple marks off is because it's a bit too dense for a guard. Because when it comes to guards, even though you want a quick response, you want something to kind of cushion off a bit of it, or else you're just going to be feeling a lot of pain in your leg and soreness because it's just too dense. It's like you're trying to put like 2 pairs of bricks on your shoes. Like when you put your foot into the ground, your whole entire leg's going to have to absorb that. Not the shoe. The shoe won't absorb anything for you. So if you have strong legs, yeah, you can wear these things, but like for like younger people, this may put a bit of shock into your legs because every single time you land, you got nothing in between. This has been Gaming and Toys, and this is the Courtrider.